Hey everybody, happy Friday. I am on tonight. I'm normally not on Friday, but I missed y'all Sunday and Monday, so I'm like, I'll see y'all tonight. I'm pulling you up on my, let's see, computer so I can turn my comments off on my phone. Wants to be in your video. Okay, Vicky. Hey, Patty. Let me turn my comments off on here. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Helen. Hey, Debbie. What are y'all doing on Friday? I figured I wouldn't have that many of y'all on here tonight. It's Friday night. Hey, Trish. All right, let's see. West Virginia, Dalton, Texas. Hey, Martha. Everything's bigger in Texas, Martha. Martha, are y'all getting decent weather over there, at least for this weekend? Howdy from Arkansas. Hey, Carol. Leela, Valerie, Stephanie. All right, y'all. Tonight we're going to make a bee, and I'm going to try something I have never tried before. But we're actually making a bee gnome. And I had this as a craft a while back, and we didn't do it. And so I'm like, we'll do it tonight. Okay, this is like a door hanger, like a do not disturb door hanger. You can get these just about anywhere. I happen to get mine from the Dollar Tree, but you can buy them at any craft store. It's just like a cardboard. You could like trace this and do it out of cardboard. I just like the fact that it already has that little curve over. And we tend to try to make a hat on a gnome to hang over, and I think it's pretty cool to try one that's already hanging over. I'm making sunflower wreaths for my daughter, mom, and mother-in-law. Oh, Debbie, you're so sweet. For Mother's Day. Hey, Sin, how are you doing? Lenore, I am doing good. How are you doing today? Hey, Debbie from Tennessee. Janet from Tennessee. All right, from Ohio. And I like the fact, Darlene, that you said hello, sunshine, from Ohio. Do you mean like I'm sunshine, or you've got sunshine in Ohio? I worry about y'all people that don't get good weather until really late. Feeding apples to my neighbor. A horse fixed a pound cake today. Oh, Leon, I wish I could eat that pound cake. Today is my 32nd day, so I was like, I was going to treat myself. And you know how I've been just dreaming about a Sprite Zero? Well, I didn't. I had a cold cup of coffee. Buffy always makes her coffee and puts it up because she likes cold coffee too. So I made that and put some non-dairy, because I just don't want to introduce dairy back to my system, silk. But it did have some sugar in it. And put like 2 little stevia packs in it. Y'all, it's the best cup of coffee. I don't even really like coffee that much. It was the best thing I've drank in 32 days. So it's pretty awesome. Hey, Judy. Oregon. Vita, is that how you say your name? That's really pretty. Other than my grandmother and sister, I haven't heard of Leela. That is really pretty too. Hey, Joyce. Joyce from Ohio. Are y'all having good weather? I hope, because y'all have had some pretty crappy weather. And then what? In Kentucky, was it that you had bad weather? I know Texas has been hit all winter, past few months. Y'all have just gotten it. All right. So what we're going to do first is I want to determine, because I want to make him a gnome, but he's going to be a bee gnome. And what I'm going to try to do is I want to make him out of all kind of material. I don't want to paint. We've been doing so much painting lately that I want to do out of different material. All the different material I have. And, I'm always thinking, oh, I've got all this black stuff. And I know I have something yellow down here, don't I? Yeah, but that doesn't rag good. I've got this material, but I've got my burlap. I want to do all kind of stuff that's not paint. I kind of get away from cloth sometimes. We've been doing a lot of painting lately, so let me see what else I have in here that might be yellow. Well, I don't think I have a lot. All right, bless your heart, you are doing good, girl. Hey, Sherry. From Cobbtown, I am crafting also. I love it when y'all craft with me. All right, I think I'm just going to use this Dreaming of Space. I'm just going to kind of use this as my cutoff, you know, because I want to make his hat really cute, and we want to be able to put wings on him because he's a bee. But this is where I'll put like the cutoff, and we'll put his nose right here. We'll just use this space as like our line. All right, so first of all, let's see. And I didn't, hold on, let me look for one more thing. I know I want to do his beard, yeah, black, but we'll just go with this. And I want to do his hat all, so I think what I'm going to do is make his little nose down here. I mean, under his beard, I'm going to make that, what am I looking for? Scissors. And I picked up like the wrong ones, the ones I've been cutting all kind of things with out in the yard. That's not... Y'all, I've got a billion pair of scissors up here, and I think I've did everything with these scissors besides craft, messing myself up. All right, so we're gonna cover this up. Remember, we're trying to not use any paint, and I just don't want like any of this yellow to kind of bleed through on his beard, which yellow is probably a good color if it come through, considering he's a bee, but just gonna put a little something in the background. You can grab your black paint. I'm just telling myself in my head that I'm not painting tonight. We're just gonna do some fun little different. Good evening, Cian. Hey, Amy. Hello from this heifer here in Missouri. Hey, how's all my heifers doing? Because this heifer is glad it's Friday. I have had a busy, busy week. And I know, and I felt terrible because, you know, it's Friday, and this should be the day that I work in my own yard or go to the beach, eat out with some friends or whatever. But I told Chris, I said I was secretly happy that for the first time I didn't have anything to do when I got off of work today. And I didn't even want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to run their hands to them asking me to do something, and that made me a horrible person. I didn't work in my own yard. I came home, and Buffy and I kind of watched some Netflix together, and we cooked some late afternoon lupper. I just bought mine in too. Hold on. We got frost warning. And oh no. Hey, April. Sherry, I missed that. You said, because somebody replied to you. Y'all have frost? I just brought mine in too. That's just, But I can remember my nephew moved to Colorado, and he moved in like, I can't remember when he moved, but Jamie, his older sister, moved back out there with her husband, which he is from there, in like May. And I can remember like the week before they moved back home, it had snowed in May. I mean, it's like, y'all get winter time stuff. We don't have seasons here. We just have summer and like about 2 weeks spring, because you can't count 1 week of cold temperatures as in any kind of winter. I'm tired of it. I can imagine. I mean, and listen, and I want it to be cold, but I'm already tired, and you know, for y'all, for your sake, I'm like, give them a break. They need some heat. And I'm doing all these, I guess I'll just keep on doing these beach themed and summertime crafts, and y'all can just, you know, act like it's really hot at your house. All right. So I'm just going to make several of these little pom-poms. And I really don't care how they look, because, you know, being kind of a beard type thing, we can always trim them up. So I'm just going to stick my little tie down. I just made a little pom pom. I'm not gonna care how it looks. I know this side's longer than this side, but that way at the end we can just trim him up, and maybe he'll hang off a little on the side. Oh, thank you so much, Rosemary. Hey, Joe. Hey, sweetheart from Louisiana. Hope your day is good. My day has been really good. Last year there was snow flurries in Ohio. Like what wind? In May, 60 miles an hour wind dust here in Maryland. Oh my God, y'all. Maybe us Georgians, we need to quit complaining about our humidity, because now wind, bleh, I'm into cold, but I'm not into all that wind, because, you know, it destroys your plants and stuff. We had one day of really high winds last week, and it blew, you know, some of my new trees that I planted. They kind of were like a little wind burn. I don't think they could have made it a couple of, you know, a lot of wind. This spring has come. Video interrupted for a second. Y'all, am I interrupted on you? It just did that on my laptop, like just for a second. This spring has come in a lot. Hold on, this come in like a lion, and don't want to leave here in Texas. Oh man. So y'all just still getting all that cool temperature? Because gosh, I mean, Texas, y'all been hit. What y'all doing over there? All right, I'm gonna kind of move that a little to the side just to make us some little room. And I'm gonna do all my top ones like 3 fingers, and then I'm gonna make them a little bit longer. But I'm just going around my 3 fingers right here. And I'm not counting, because you know his beard, they don't ever really look tidy. I'm glad I finally have the heat, but we are fixing to get into the 90s, and I currently have no AC. Oh, Debbie. Debbie, you better hope for cooler temperatures, girl, because I'd have to go check into like a motel or something. This is how hot it gets here in Georgia. I'll tell you this. When we first built our house, gosh, it's been 15 years ago. You know, like when you get all that digital thermostats that they have now, I think this one seems smaller than the last one. You know, everything's like digital now. You don't have like the little dial thermostats anymore. Well, the AC people accidentally set our heat to gas, and we have like, you know, electric for both. So like one night it got a little bit cool that night, so we turned the AC off. I mean, it was probably late. We had not lived here long. I think we finished building at the end of August. So it was, you know, it was kind of, you know, get a little cooler at night. Then you still go back to 90 at night. Well, we turned the air conditioner off. Well, being set wrong digitally, you know, set wrong. It looks like he's got a mustache. I just did 3. It wouldn't come back on. Our you know, air conditioner. I'm like, you know, what is going on? You know, this brand new house, brand new air conditioner. You know, like this is not the problems you want in the heat in Georgia. So we went over to stay with Chris's parents because it happened on the weekend, and you know, these people don't come out on the weekends. And I'm gonna spread my fingers. And it got so hot in here that, you know, like, you know, I was building my house. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna put holes in my wall. You know, command strips were like a big thing, even for like really heavy stuff. So I put all these command strips on the wall, holding pictures and all that. It got so hot in this house, the command sticks melted off the wall. When we came in here like the next day, like late that afternoon, when the people came over here, and pictures were like busted on my floor. So, you know, when you talking about it's getting hot in Georgia, it was hot. It was hotter inside than it was outside. It was just unbelievably hot in this house. So yeah, That's one thing. If we don't realize anything else in Georgia, we want our air conditioners working. I don't care if I don't have a heater. I can add some clothes, but you know, you can't. There's only so much a ceiling fan can do when it's 110 in your house. Just bought my tomato plants today, but I'm going to hold off on planting because they are thinking mid-30s for tonight. Oh my gosh, y'all, did I just let that go? And I need to quit running my mouth and look at what craft I'm doing. Crawford, Nebraska. Nebraska, it probably doesn't get really cold, really hot there either, does it? I don't think, we Southerners do not know what a true winter is. I'm sure y'all do. And I don't think y'all know what a true summer is. It's like opposite. Found 3 baby bird blown out of the trees the other day. Oh man, I had like a little baby bird come out of the trees, and my cats, they don't kill them. You know, they like to play with them. And they don't kill them. They just wait till they don't want to play anymore, and then they leave them there. And Chris had to like finish one off the other day that was like all kind of scarred up. The cats had been at it. Oh my God. They had been at it with this bird. Poor little baby had fallen out of a net. Y'all, I'm talking about, I don't think I have any sisters that good. All right. So let's see. Yep. Should have did the underneath first, but we're gonna get her done. Okay. And these bottom, as long as it is, I don't think I'm gonna need but 2. Not looking forward to summer. Average is 119. I mean, listen. You know, it's all amen. Gotta have that air. Yes, sir. Boy, you gotta have that air conditioner. If you live probably below, I don't know, like Tennessee and down, I would say it probably gets pretty hot there too. At least, you know, you think of like Florida and all that. They got the humidity and all that, but they got that breeze off of the beaches. And when they got the hurricanes too, so bless them. And it seems like the past couple of years they've done all these evacuations in Florida, and it never pans out. Like they evacuate for no reason. That's got to be even worse. I'm gonna have to leave my house. You know, I'm gonna leave and you know, a hurricane come through there. I know both now. Nancy, yes, you probably do. I don't even know why I had these out. I don't even think they're cutting. Let's see if this one. Ha. What part of Georgia you live in? My brother lives close to Columbus, Georgia. Chris, yeah. Where's Columbus, Georgia? Yeah, Georgia. That's West Georgia, so that's going to be on like the Alabama side. We are right on the border. Like when you go out of our county, you're in South Carolina. So on like the Savannah River comes right down the border of our county. So I'm right below Augusta. I would think if you're looking at the state of Georgia, it's on the right border, probably about halfway down. Yeah, right in the middle on the east side. And he's saying Columbus, Georgia is on the opposite side of us. It's toward the west side. Girl, you might want to trash that one. No, I got it. I'm not worried about the link, though. April. April, I have missed you, girl. No, it's all right. And actually, those two match a whole lot better than these 3 up here do. So I think I'm gonna maybe do longer ones like that one. It was easier doing just 2, and then we'll cut that up there. Bless her heart. I know I can't think and just whine. And then I always see, if you ever like watch crocheting, craft people, they're out there now, I'm telling you. They harp all the time on how to fold your yarn. Like they unwind it and wind it so they can just keep going and unwind. Now you know why, because this is more aggravating. Unwinding it. And I always thought, gosh, Wayne, why are they wasting all that time worrying about how your yarns, now I know. And I like to crochet, but I guess I don't crochet that fast. Mine really never knots up. Like my Annie used to crochet, and she could just sit there and crochet, and sometimes she'd close her eyes and do it, and then Mimi used to knit, and she wouldn't even have to look down. You just hear them over there sound like scissors. I still puzzle but have faith. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. We're doing a gnome, a bee. It's gonna be a bee. Oh, okay. I must have confused y'all. We're making a gnome, but he's gonna be a bee, and this is his beard. Great crafting show. I'm all full of all kind of information tonight besides what I'm here for. All right. So I'll tell you what I'm doing on the last one. Okay. Okay, the bottom, because I don't want to paint any of him. We're making his beard. Like, instead of fur, I get tired. You just want to make it look a little different. This is like the bottom of his beard. And I wish I had some yellow, because now that I think of it, it would have been cool to make his beard striped. So if y'all do it, that's the way you do it. Do like a row of black, and then a row of yellow, and then a row of black for his beard. I have 2 ceiling fans downstairs and 2. Man, my son is upstairs and he put a window unit. Man, I have no window downstairs that I can put a window unit in except my dirty room and my bathroom. Lord, Debbie, you gonna be hot. Love that nail. Wait. Oh, and some of y'all, I don't know if you saw my post last night. I was telling you the color of this it's called Charming by Revlon. The fingernail polish color just said Charming. Guess that's something like, they stopped giving you colors. With Buffy's generation, you have feelings and what was in that coffee? It's Friday. We always happy on Friday. But I was so happy to drink something. And y'all, I had a Sprite Zero. Y'all have heard me harp on that for a month. And I just kept thinking, what do I want? And it just wasn't that right at that moment. But I couldn't do. Buffy was like, why don't you just put some of this? And it was a little bit of milk. And I was like, no, because I'm going to keep going on my whole 30. I just wanted kind of a day to, just to have something to drink that wasn't darn water. But I can see how I fall out of habits, because today I have probably only had 8 ounces of water all day. And that's so bad for you. And see, that's what it's supposed to be, is make me drink more water. But dairy, I'm not introducing dairy to my body, knowing I'm not going to eat it anymore. So that was out. Buffy had 1 piece of her cheesecake from last week left over, and I didn't want to chance it, so I threw it in the trash can. I didn't want to have, any, ooh, I can have, 1 piece of cake, and then make that, and then I just had the upset stomach all night. Just wait. It will come. Hold on. Just wait, it will come to be. It always does. I was wondering the same. I guess when I said it was going to be a bee, y'all didn't hear me say first. It's going to be a gnome, but we're going to make him look like a bee. So we're going to give him little wings on the back. And that's why I wanted his beard to be black. Which, like I said, we did little rows for him. First I started... And, I just did 3. And I did them, this length, the pom-pom, up top. And I just glued them down. Here they are right here. And then I flipped it all the way up. And I did 3. That was probably the span of all my fingers spread out. I mean 2. And just put them, you see I didn't even have to put them all the way to the bottom. Just probably about 1/4 of the way down on his beard. And then we put a row, of just 2 of the same length in between it. And it covered everything up. And that's why I wasn't worried about cutting him until I got it all together. And I still don't want to cut him until I get it all done, because I kind of like him looking a little shaggy. Looks like a little frilly skirt, doesn't it? All right. So, on our little, it's like the perfect little place right here, but it's not in the center to put his little nose. And I want it to be in the center. Why didn't I put that more in the center, y'all? All right, because now I didn't put this one, which I don't think center would have made a difference for that one. But, yeah, just let me tear it off. Okay. We'll put it a little bit further down in the center instead of over on the side. So, we can put our little nose right above that. And it'll maybe split off and, make him look like, sometimes you want to part the little hair. And let's see, I thought I had some noses in here. I do, but they're not big enough, so he's pretty big. Do 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 do. Y'all, I'm just hunting. Kind of reminds me of those big beaver hats, the English guards. Yeah, you could turn that up and make you like a, I don't know, like the other way, but yes, you could. All right, so what I did was I kind of moved the middle one down so I would have like that little pocket. So I tore it from right there and moved it more right there. So, y'all, I feel like my noses are too little for all this hair we got going on. I might need to find me a big bead. Something that's bigger. And I don't have one going on in there. Let's see. I gotta have something that's bigger. Hold on, let me look at my little, I'm looking at this fruit over here and I'm thinking I see something that might be big enough. This little pack of fruit. This is one craft we have not gotten to make our cute little, I'm gonna want the lemon. Let's see, that orange. Yeah, you look like Bozo then. No. The orange is too big. You know what would really fight? Let me see what was in the vegetable one, y'all. My nose was too little. Y'all, it's Friday. It's Friday, Friday. Y'all know y'all want to listen to my great singing. I just have such a musical voice. It must be Joke Friday. The orange is too big. I think it would look like Bozo. No. It's still stumped. Stumped. All right, hold on. Let me keep looking. I have a wooden bead in my room that I know will be big enough. But I was hoping I could get away with finding something here. All right. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to grab my bead. Y'all don't go anywhere. one of those felt balls, the felt ones. So that's gonna work. Ha, perfect. And it's already painted white, but we're gonna paint it yellow. So, y'all, it's Friday. How about a golf ball? Yeah, that's a pretty, well, yeah. Hello, like what you're making. I was thinking the same thing. Use one of Chris's golf balls, really. I could use my own, but I'd rather use his, then I wouldn't have to use my own. I need to start going and playing golf with them. All right. So, ooh, there's our little bee. All right, so the top, and y'all, I want to put some like little flowers there. So let's get to the top. All right, let's see. I got different blacks. So, and what we're gonna do is I wanna do like rag, but kind of like little tied pieces of rag. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll show you what I meant. What I'm talking about is I wanna put a little knot on them so I'll have something to tie it to. So say if we do a whole row out of this. Let's see. And these really almost look like a good length. Okay, tie a little knot, so that way I'll have, you know, something that'll make it go to. And that's really a little too long, but just like with his nose, we can, so you can see that, we can cut them. I'm thinking probably around this length. Okay, and maybe go up and down, and they'll scrunch together. So now we can chit chat, and there's something I can make. I can just sit here and tear up while we chit chatting. Hello, Cian, had to recharge my phone and missed half the craft. No, you only missed the beginning and me not explaining as a crafter what I was doing. You didn't miss anything. All we did was took this little door hanger sign, like a kind of a do not disturb sign, and we put pom-poms on the bottom to make his beard out of yarn. And he's gonna be a gnome, but he's gonna be a bee too. So I didn't explain that really well, and everybody just thought I was making a bee, and they were like, I don't know what's going on. Either I didn't say it. Hey, what are you making? We're making a gnome. That's a bee. So now we're gonna just tear up some cloth. I wish I was strong enough just to tear this, you know, like Hulk Hogan, and I could just talk to you and just sit here and pull them and pull them, and it's just not happening that way though. Hey from Michigan, Utah, Mississippi. We hitting all the states tonight, which out in Utah, y'all are behind us, right, in time? So it's earlier there. Y'all don't have any hot dates? You heifers don't have any hot dates tonight? Me neither. But y'all, I think it is the sugar that kind of, because I told Buffy I felt kind of lazy all afternoon. And remember I told you I felt like I had more energy, and I'm wondering if it is kind of sugar that kind of, after you drink it. Because I'm talking about, I drank that cold cup of coffee like somebody was coming to steal it from me. Oh, how precious. So you're so sweet. All right, yeah, we're just sitting here ripping a lot because I don't really know how many we're going to need. I kind of want to do, you know, incorporate different colors in it, but this doesn't rag very easy. But these that I want to put in it too. Oh, and did we look up and get the good length on this? Let's see. Let's see if I'm going to be able to tie. I may not be able to tie this. You know, burlap is a little bit different than this No, I don't think that's gonna make it way too short. And make that knot, yeah, okay. So we'll just have to pinch this and twist it. But I don't think I can rag this other yellow either. So I think we'll be okay. April, why did you think I needed to scrap that? Because you thought it was supposed to be a bee and I was just haphazardly doing it. A bee gnome sounds cute. Yeah, I think I can. And then I can do him. I brought out some black and white beads to maybe, you know, we can put a little hanger on the top. But, you know, I'd want to put him on my table. So I think I may show you how you could like hang it at the end and maybe put a little hanger that'll drape down, because if I just set him on my table, he doesn't need to hang. And that's where I'm kind of centering all the bee and lemon things for the summer is my table. You know, I usually end up with so much on it that we can't sit at it. Okay. All right, now this is getting ridiculous on my scissors, really, for reals. For reals. Okay, ooh, find a pair that cuts. And I love this fabric. It's almost like a, what do you call that, hound's tooth or something, but it's yellow and white. It's a really cute, it's almost like it's, you know, like big pieces of thread woven together. All right, so let me cut off this end that looks kind of, in the corner behind us, I guess a girl threw her drink at the guy and hit him and cut his eye. Well, then I heard him say, "I'm sorry to everyone for the mess." Next thing I hear the whole restaurant going, "Oh my God," and people getting up and running around. Oh gosh, I gotta figure out what this is. I couldn't find Rick and I was a nervous wreck because, hold on, y'all quit commenting so I can read her stuff. Rick, so I could see him hit her. He was holding her down because she was acting crazy. So much for a quiet dinner. When we left, hold on, okay, I missed half of that. Okay, Rick, I was a nervous wreck because I heard people saying he was out front beating this girl up. Yes, Rick ran out there because he heard them say that. Then I see them bring the girl in after she twice tried to leave and sat her down at a bar. She looked like she was high on something when we left. The guy was leaning against the car and seemed calm. The police just pulled up and were there. Rick said he didn't hit her. He was holding her down. She was crazy. Sherry, gosh, I miss all the good stuff. I'm so nosy too. And y'all, I'm like the nosiest homebody. I'm so nosy, but I don't go anywhere. You got to go places to see stuff. And so I just sit at home and then I say, oh, I'm missing everything. God, terrible human being. All right, so we will tie this because I think it'll help give me that knot because it's a little bit flimsy to glue it down. And these yellow pieces, which I'm kind of glad seem like they're a little bit bulkier material because I really want you to see the yellow in it. So, you know, when I put his wings on it, they won't be like, you know, what's that? What's that? And I have to hit somebody and say, don't be talking about the crowds. Crazy accent. Sharon, girl, it sounds like me and you could sit down. Laugh. Isn't that terrible? I am nosy. I'm nosy. But I don't go anywhere to be nosy. You have to go places to see stuff. Not complain about you missing everything because you're sitting home. I sit home all the time. I don't do nothing. I like to craft. All right, no, that's not going to tie either. But it's a little too long. Also, we're going to cut that little sucker a little bit shorter. All nights for me to pick a craft that we got to cut. And I got the craftiest scissors on Facebook. I don't need that kind of excitement. I just want a nice dinner out with my hubby. I know, and because you're retirement, y'all have to congratulate Sherry. She is officially retired. Girl, you are making me laugh, Trish. I know. I mean, I gotta be honest. I am nosy. But I'm just like the laziest nosy person, or I'm not really so much lazy. I just like to stay home, y'all. I don't know. Like, I think if I was like these places that, like in Georgia, we didn't shut down very long for COVID. And everybody, there's a lot of states that still can't go anywhere. And people that I know that go to other states, they're like, it's a ghost town. We're so lucky in Georgia. So I do feel bad about, but, when somebody tells you can't do something, I probably would want to go all the time. But, that wasn't a big thing for me and Chris, because like I said, I want to go to Hobby Lobby and all kind of places like that, or the Lowe's, which never shut down here. Evidently us Southerners, we're going to take care of our plants. Even when in the worst of it was here. But we just don't go anywhere. I don't really, God, you can get dressed up. Oh, that's too aggravating. Okay, I'm just really trying to get around his nose really good and watch where I'm putting them. But once I get out, I think I'll probably still be all trying to be meticulous about it, but around his nose. All right, and I'll show you what I'm doing. See, I'm trying to not put, the black and white so close together. Make sure if I'm gonna use two different yellows that they're not right beside each other. So right here, I'll put another black and white one since I just put one of the white and yellow ones down. And then I'll put a black and white one, kind of so it's like it's a little pokey dotty. But we're still working with 3 different materials because I just like the gingham the best. I have polka dots, and I think polka dots would be really cute too, but I'm a little bit more countrified, so I really like the gingham. So now we need some burlap. I just got to get me a little rhythm going here. I will have lots of gossip after tomorrow night, being honored for being a volunteer during the 19. What was the night? Oh, during COVID-19? Is that what you mean? Because you do like Meals on Wheels and stuff, don't you? But will we all honor you too for being that good volunteer that you obviously are? Good person. Ow, ow, ow. I have lots of gossip. Oh, thank y'all for congratulating her. That's really sweet. Yes, I thought so. I remember you saying that last night on Meals on Wheels. Y'all couldn't, something y'all can't do. Can't remember exactly what you said, but it was something you said you couldn't do. All right, so let me. All right, I'm gonna quit cutting and do the cutting at the end. Thanks all. No salt. Oh, that's right. You couldn't have any salt in your food. That's just awful. I mean, it's one thing. I mean, I guess my logic is if kids are eating their school lunches and they're eating vegetables, I know it may not be the best thing to put salt in green beans. But like when Buffy said, like when they had pizza and things like that, that all still tasted fine. So they eat that. But all the good for you food that normally has salt in it, like green beans and all that kind of stuff, the kids stop eating. And, I could imagine eating. I love stewed cabbage. It's one of my favorite things, especially when you had it in the lunchroom. They stewed it to death where it was almost white, but it was so good. Like they put their foot in it. It was just good. It was some good Southern food. You cannot eat cabbage without salt. Yeah, you can't. And so, I would rather my kid have some green beans, butter beans, and all that good stuff. With some salt in it versus, just eating on pizza day. But that's maybe my dumb, I might have some dumb logic. I remember when they did that. I remember Michelle Obama came to our school, the whole nationwide schools that, you know, when she was doing all that, you know, going, it was our school in little Podunk, Waynesboro that she came to, our high school. And, you know, at first you're thinking, oh my God, this is wonderful, because they kind of harped on, you know, growing your own vegetables and stuff, and it's going to be so wonderful. But little did I know they meant grow fresh stuff, don't put any salt in it, just cook it and let kids throw it in a trash can. And they put their food, it was good. I loved school food. I don't know if it's a southern thing, but it was always really good to me. But not anymore. I don't think I would like it anymore. That's just sad. Sometimes I have a little food with my salt. I'm not that bad. I'm not like one of those. My sister Lynn, she's like that with salt. She'll salt food like after it's cooked. No, I believe in like salting it when you're cooking it, and then you really don't have to put that much afterward. Now Chris, he's a salter after you cook it. But no, I feel like if you put enough in your water when you're boiling your potatoes, or, you know, your green beans, or put on your Brussels sprouts when you have them in the oven or something, you don't have to put it on it when it's done, because you've seasoned it while it was cooking. I live in the middle of 400 plus acres. My latest gossip is I saw 2 birds sitting side by side on the bird feeder. Wow, Linda, darn girl, that's a little worse than me. Y'all saw how excited Chris and I were when we got us a new tractor. All right, y'all, it's starting to come together a little bit. When you first start, when you're knotting something up, like, you're like, Lord, this is never gonna fill in. But then it starts, you know, you get the side by side and they start to fill up. So, and I'm gonna paint this little nose. And I hate to, because, you know, I told y'all I wasn't gonna paint, but we're gonna at least paint it a yellow. All right, so here we go. Gotten started, and then we're gonna do that on up. So we're just gonna sit here and chit chat, talk about people, and talk about, okay, Obama put some awful food in our school. All the upper class was making sack lunches for all the little kids so they would eat. Yeah, I mean, I believe everything is started with good intentions. Wouldn't you love to say, let's not have any salt in the food, because, you know, in the long run, it probably ain't good for you. But when you grow up with it and you know their parents, everybody's parents are home cooking with it, then it does make that taste. Now, if from infancy, if you're like, say, like you have some like parents that, you know, there's some people that live on off the grid healthy. They probably may start their kids off with no salt, and they go their whole life and they're used to it. But to me, it just wastes food, because, like I said, you're going home, your parents are cooking with salt, your grandparents are cooking with salt, so it probably does make something taste terrible. When you just have, you know, you might think, you know, well, really, I might not like to taste the broccoli without salt, you know? I mean, I can see, start little, like, let's just don't make broccoli with cheese in it anymore, or make broccoli salad that has mayonnaise in it, which is the best thing on the earth. But, you know, I could see maybe just going back to plain old broccoli, put some salt in it. Maybe leave out the butter. Because I've learned with a little bit of salt, you can live without butter. But don't make it so drastic all at once, because I think it just a little too much. I carry salt in my purse. Now, restaurants won't put salt on the tables. Yeah, I think last night when we were at that Mexican restaurant, for whatever reason, Nathan, Buffy's boyfriend's quesadilla or whatever he ordered came with French fries. And so, you know, he's one of those kids that he can't eat French fries without ketchup. And so, but you have to ask for it, because they don't have it on the tables anymore. Even though I think they went all back to where you can now. but they did not have it on the table, which, I mean, I could see that's not a condiment you would leave on a Mexican restaurant table. I think that's like the thing, is they can't put them on the tables. You have to ask for it. And then for a long time, they were supposed to bring you the little packets. Like, you couldn't get anything. They'd have to bring you packets. Kind of go like kind of have fast food that gives you a little pack of salt, which isn't that bad for a while, you know, because you had to have disposable silverware at first, things like that. But now everything's supposedly in Georgia back to normal. And that's probably the people I feel sorry for the most is restaurant owners. Okay, can you imagine just saying, you got to close your doors, you know, we're not going to pay your rent or anything. I feel so bad for them. Because, you know, a lot of people here that have restaurants did to go. But, you know, the whole reason why I go out to a restaurant is because, you know, I don't want to do dishes. I don't want to have anything to clean up. I want to go somewhere, eat, pay you to clean up after me, just get up, go home. So a lot of times, you know, I think people were still going and supporting them, but they were kind of thinking, you know, if I'm going to have to do all this, I might as well just stay home and cook my own supper. Because one of our Mexican restaurants here in town, boy, you could get a margarita to go. I don't even think that's legal. They put on there, please don't drink me. They would write on the cup, don't drink me till you get home, but you could buy a to-go margarita. And I'm thinking at that time, I just think nobody said anything to them because they just thought they doing what they got to do. I think it's because of the COVID thing now. Yes. Yeah, but see, I don't know. Every state is different how they open up. Like, you know, Texas and Georgia and Florida, you know, we just all said, you know, we got to go about our business. Y'all, we might be doing this all night. So glad y'all can't see me. Got my record player going, dancing around, y'all. Martha, you getting honored. Is tonight, I mean, like, is it later on tonight because you're behind our time? Or is it tomorrow you said you were getting honored? Because you'll have to take a picture of you getting your award, Martha, and put it on Sin's Crafter so we can all see you getting your award. So glad y'all had that. We will dance with you, yes. Dance like nobody's watching, girl, because ain't nobody watching you. That reminds me of one of my books. That was something in one of my books. Dance like nobody's watching you. One of my love stories. Monday. That's what I was doing, y'all, when I was being all sad. I was reading Monday. And I believe my sweet husband worries about me when I do stuff like that. Like, he's like, you okay? I said, oh, yeah, I'm just kind of a little sad. Neely's gone. I'm just reading. And I think, because he was coming there to me, you sure you don't want to craft and get on there and talk to all your friends? I think he thought y'all would make me feel better. And I was like, well, yeah, they probably would make me feel better, but they don't want to see what I look like right now. So I look like death eating a cracker. I have my nightgown on, hair all cattywampus because I had gotten in the shower late Sunday night after they left our bathtub and just let it dry. Like, I look all Medusa looking. All right, he's getting a little bit fuller. But I think it's cute. I think the gingham was a good call. Because, I don't know, it just is reminding me more of a bee than I think the polka dot would have. And the polka dot is a little bit darker. And his beard is already so dark, so I think it's bringing a little bit of that white in there too that we needed. Tomorrow, lots of our closed down for they are starting to open back up. Yeah, Georgia, we really didn't shut down everything. I think we had like 1 month of like, you could only go to work if you're an essential worker, which, you know, for church, we considered ourselves essential. And I went on to work because I thought I didn't want to get out of the habit of not going to work. I'm like, girl, I got to go to work. And I didn't want them to think they didn't need me or anything. You know, when cutbacks start or whatever. And I love my job. And then, you know, our business, we pick up garbage. And that we bought from Chris's dad. That's what I always used to do before I worked at the church, which I've been at the church. I thought, this is my 15th year. Been there a long time. Let me put another piece of burlap right there. Now I'm kind of getting into it. I don't want it to seem the same. I did my front porch in the bee theme. Y'all, that's one thing I don't have. We're finishing we built a deck on our house overlooking the pond. And we wanted to extend it, but we had to wait till, you know, our leech children quit mooching off us. And they got older, so we're, you know, in the midst of trying to get it started, but, you know, with everybody's behind with COVID when it comes to construction. So then I'll have more of like a porch thing. Because where we walk in the door, it's really small. So, I could put like one big, I'm more of a flower person than putting like a little table out there with cute stuff on it. And Chris, you know, he hangs out on the porch. He don't believe in man caves, but he has his own man porch is what I call it. So he loves his porch. And he keeps it like some room you don't want to go in. Like, just stuff everywhere. I mean, I'm forever going out there straightening up chairs. Him and his friends or somebody, like, I mean, really. So I told him, I said, you better live it up, because when I have my big deck out there, you know, and I want to sit out there, we're not keeping it all like you keeping it right now. All right, so we finished that long line. Let's get some more. You got Eddie Taylor watching. Man, I missed a lot. Eddie's probably just watching because he won't see if I make something. I could text Lynn and Freddie. I said, y'all need to come look at my mantle because, you know, but they're in Tybee. I said, so you can get something and take it to the beach because I got all this beach house decor in my bedroom. And I know I want to do something else beach, but I can't put anything else in there. So she said she texted me back and said she would come look at it. But they were in Tybee right now, so all I could say was have a good time. But you know, Eddie might not be crafty, but he's really awesome at decorating. I love my porch. Yeah. I don't know. I think when we were building our house, I kind of was like, well, you know, I don't know if... I didn't want unnecessary things outside. Listen, at first, I was like, hey, can y'all build me like a flat roof on the top? Like it's a hospital, just have one of those like flat roofs. I was like, why I need an attic? Because right now, things go to my attic to die. If I ever say I'm putting this in the attic, you might as well say, can I take it home with me? Because I'm scared of the attic. Like, not scared, but it gets hot up there. And like, you know, I don't ever know if you got critters and stuff in your attic and stuff like that. So, I don't really touch a lot of things that come out of the attic. And so it's always hot or really cold when it's cold. And so I don't put anything in my attic. So I'm like, why do I need one? And they were like, no, you'll have more problems than you know. You need us to put a roof on here. And then the porch was kind of the same thing. I was all about when we were building. I'd rather have the space we live in. I wanted it bigger. Laughing my butt off. These meds wearing off. Dang, girl, I had to flip watch again. He is. He really is awesome at that. Hope you get better, Judy. I'm sorry the mess has got you. Look at me, y'all. I haven't burnt my finger in forever. You know, I got these things right here. I don't know why I'm sitting here. Watch me in a minute. I'll do like this, thinking I can't use this finger because it's like something's wrong with it. Is that weird how your brain works? I'll avoid it because I feel like with something on it, something's wrong with it. And I should, you know. Ooh, but I did get right on the tip of my finger. God, I hadn't had a... I seen my first snake cleaning one of my flower beds outside. Oh, and you live like in the Arctic up there. Y'all still having winter stuff and you have snakes moving? Whew, darn, boy, I got it. Look at that. See that white place right there? That is burnt. Ow. So it's hurting when I touch down on here now. Like it gets hot. I hate that, Sherry, because I'm like, death to all snakes. I hate those critters. Buffy came in the other day, you know, my child, she just like Chris. She got out of her car, she'd been in town or something, and she goes, come inside, comes walking out with her little, I don't know what, shotgun, rifle, whatever she had. Gotta go out here and kill a snake, Daddy. It was right by the car. She's like, I can't tell. I think it's a water moccasin, which are extremely aggressive. So I'm like, what? Scared as I am, I'm like, I got to go out there and know it dies so I'll be able to go back to my car. Well, I go out there and she goes, and I have azaleas all around where I park. So she's like, oh, I bet it just went in those azaleas. And she goes to look over there. So, of course, I claw her like the mama cub. You know, I'm like, no. And she's like, Mama, I'm grown. I'm going to kill this snake. I got to find it. And then you just like want to choke her. So I'm like, no. I was like, it can jump and get you. You know, they like strike. So then she throws my rake, like my good rake that I use all the time. She goes and gets it, throws it in the bushes. Like that snake's going to pop out and go, oh, by the way, here I am. So I'm like, let your daddy get that rake. But I need my rake. So then Chris is over there. So then she says, well, I'm going to walk around here to the other side, which is planted pines on the other side, you know, which a snake can kind of camouflage like pine straw and stuff. So she goes walking over there and she goes, I don't see it. And, you know, you got another 30 yards to the water, which if it's a water moccasin or it's scared, that's probably where it's going. And she's walking that way. Y'all, I almost had to tackle her. I'm like, you're about to give me a damn heart attack. Get back. Go inside. Take your gun in there. You know, God, it's like swelling up. See it, y'all? Oh. Yes, I hate snakes, Sharon. Temps will go back up. I screamed and ran back in the house. Oh, yeah. Because, Sherry, you know when you know one's out in the yard, you can't work with one out in the yard. Even if you in the front of the house and one you know, saw out back or something, ain't no working in the yard after you see something like that. You know, you got to go in and then, you know, you can pretend the next time you go outside that there are no snakes in the world. And see, we live in planted pines. So, you know, all I ever hear is people go, yeah, we was cutting timber out there and them timber rattlers were the biggest I ever seen in them planted pines. So I look at Chris, I'm like, so timber rattlers are like bigger than regular rattlesnakes? He's looking over at me. I'm going, well, you know, I just heard somebody talking. And he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, but I mean, is that like for real a thing? Because, you know, we shouldn't have moved out here if that's the truth. Y'all, chickens grab its tail and pop its head off. I'm going to have to get me some chickens, but then we got not coyotes. What do you call them things? Are they coyotes? Because you can hear them howling. Yeah. So Damn, I don't know. Because one time I want to get some goats. Number one, those little baby goats are so cute. And to like clear off some property. And they was like, no, because, you know, the coats. Is it coyotes that I'm thinking of that we have here? And they like hunt in packs. So you can't have that. And chickens. My cats would have a field day with chickens. My friend Elizabeth has chickens, and they have like 3 cats. And one of them will kind of, she says, not really stalk them, but they don't let them get near them. But then she's got one cat that'll just sit there and watch them, doesn't mess with them or anything. My cats, I got 2 girls, and they my hunters now. They kill moles. They torture lizards out here. You know, chickens wouldn't stand a chance out here. Because one time we were going to get baby ducks. We hear them a lot. Okay, Debbie, yeah, that's what it is. We'll hear them. Chris like, you hear those coyotes? And it'll just sound like a pack of dogs. Like they howl, and that's how they communicate to each other and stuff like that. And I've heard him go, I'm going to kill the coyotes. Because, you know, they do like, you know, you don't want them on your property. Kind of like having a beaver in your pond. They mess your dams up, so you have to get the beavers out your dam. That's just country life, y'all. We're not like murderers down here. That's just part of living in the country. Y'all, I don't even know why I'm putting these scissors up here. And I know where my good pair of scissors are, and I just keep forgetting them. I keep telling Chris, I'm like, and he keeps saying, I'll set it up, bring them out here. And, you know, and then it's mosquito time for the mosquitoes. I'm like, no, we'll do it tomorrow. And I don't have it in here. All right, let's see. We got to finally get us another row. But, y'all, we're getting it. We just chit-chatting and filling it up. But isn't that cute? His little nose looks white, but when it's yellow, it'll be really, really cute. But I think going all the way up and see it's going to make, and we'll just do these a little bit shorter because I really want it to keep that circle. Yeah, y'all don't be turning me into Facebook going, she said her husband's killed coyotes. Just in the country, sometimes some things have to go for other things to live. Yes, Sin, that's true. I got a snake flower mulch. What is, I got a snake flower mulch. What does that mean? Is that the meds talking, Judy? What you talking about? Because I don't know what this is why I am a city girl. Patty, it's really not bad. Because I couldn't deal. Sometimes I think I could sleep in downtown traffic because I could talk to anybody. I can go into any situation and I'm gonna leave with a friend talking somewhere to get my toes done. I got to talk to the person sitting next to me. But Chris is not like that. So of course, he loves. We could live 50 miles out in the middle of nowhere and he'd drive and would be fine with it. Now, no, I don't want to live in the middle of nowhere. But I still have all grown up in the country, lived all my life with my husband in the country. Like if we were to like have friends over, we could turn our radio up as loud as we wanted to. We could, be outside for as long as we wanted to. Like I watch like, sometimes, you watch them videos of people getting into arguments with their neighbors, and next thing you know, one of them's trying to hire somebody to kill the other one, and they just like going at it. I don't think I could deal with that, having neighbors like close like that. You watch those shows, when neighbors when it goes wrong, when they're like trying to hire hitmen to kill each other and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty bad. And I think I cut these so short, I may not them. You know what I'm talking about? Like, when things go wrong with your neighbors, there's like shows. So I'll just have to like not see anybody before we have to deal with that. You got to kill varmints sometimes else, like especially a darn snake. I believe that now. I would kill a snake if, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. If snake could cure any illness in the world, I probably would still want them dead. Isn't that awful? But I can't help it. I hate them. I hate snakes. Good gosh. When people like snakes, I'm like, you weird. So if anybody's out there watching tonight and you like snakes, you weird. I love you, girl, but you weird. Like, what if I would have had a little boy and he'd have been like one of those little boys that's like into snakes and lizards and stuff. Lizards don't bother me. It's not like a reptile thing. You know, lizards, like, you know, people go, oh my God, it's a lizard. I got friends that freak out for lizards. But I don't freak out on a lizard. But now, snake, yes. But, yeah, that'd be my luck. I'd have a little boy, and he'd be like, Mom, I want a snake for Christmas. I'd be like, okay, well, you know, I need a new youngin' for Christmas. Oh, darn, got 19 bags of mulch snake. We're in bag of them. Oh, you got a mulch and the snakes got in it. Listen, when you have, I had a friend that got like crush and run, like, you know, the little tiny pebbles, and they wanted to put it on like this driveway part. So they got like a, you know, instead of going buying bags of it, they went and had like, let's buy a scoop from this delivery company. And they came and they put the scoop down. Well, the people that were coming to spread it out didn't come to the next day. Well, the next day when they were spreading that mulch out, bay snakes were in it. Like, they had got in there just overnight. And baby rattlesnakes and stuff like that, those are the ones you got to worry about. Those are the ones that, you know, they're super aggressive and they don't know to be scared of you. So, I mean, like, you get near them, they bite you. They ain't no like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just a little kid, I don't know what I'm doing. No, they there to get you. That's why I'm like, death to all y'all. Get them when you're babies. Now I would be afraid to open my bags of dirt and mulch. Sherry, I'm telling you, I'm thinking to myself, Chris and I go pick them up from the store, bags of mulch, and we take them straight off the truck and put them out. I don't put anything in bags, dirt, anything, because I've always heard horror stories about it. You don't go buy things like that and then set them on your ground. You go get that stuff and you put it out, and then, you know, like right off your truck. Because if you ever had spider mites in your garden, they can come from like mulch sitting in, our soil that gets wet in bags and stuff like that. And sometimes my logic is, well, you know, when it was sitting at Walmart or Lowe's, wherever you bought it, it probably got rained on. But I do not bring it home and let it sit like that. I'm going to go ahead and put it down. My boy just caught them, put them in his pockets. Oh my God, snakes. Oh, now, you know, I'd try to send him back to the stork company. Girl, I hate snakes with a passion, but I'm not sure lizards. But I don't care for the little bitty black wizard. We're so close to the ground, they look like snakes. You talking about the, like salamander things? What do you call it? Skinks? Ginks? What they're called, something like that. You know what I'm talking about? I know, April, you a country girl. What's those things they call snake? It sounds like you're sneezing. Not ginkgos, but like sneaks. I don't know. The only good snake is a dead snake. You not lying, girl. Listen, I'm one of them crazy snake killers. That I see a snake in the road and I back up and run over it, back up and run over it. You're trying to spin tires on it. Death, yes. And Chris, good snakes. But it's hard to explain to Chris. Snake haters, we're not afraid of dying. We're afraid of getting bit. So when he says, oh, that's a good snake, good snakes bite you too. So I don't care if it's a good snake. That good snake can still bite you, and that's what I don't want it to do to me. And so, I want that sucker dead too. You know, if I was just worried about dying, you know what I mean? No, and he's like, well, it probably, and I was like, I heard once that black snakes they have bigger fangs than rattlesnakes do. I think they were really messing with me, but I was like, well, that's why I want all snakes dead. I don't care if it is a good snake. I mean, I can see a snake on the other side of the road minding his own business, and I'm like, shoot it. And y'all, I don't know if you ever seen some of these Georgia rattlesnakes and stuff. They could make your boots out of just one snake. King snake, let them live. Oh, Lord, who said that? Judy, that's the medicine talking girl. Get that king snake. Chris says, that's the only natural enemy to the rattlesnake. And I'm like, enemy right here. I can kill it too. I'd be like Annie Oakley out there unloading a gun on a snake. Knowing I'm all scared of backfiring and stuff with guns. You have black snakes. They are good to have. Chris, bless you. I love you, but no. King snakes are good. They are the only snake that can kill rattlesnake. See, Angelica, I'm thinking, see, you don't know me. I can kill a snake too. Hubby got bit by a black snake and blood dripped down his hand. Debbie, telling you, death to all of them. Yeah, I'm a natural predator to the black snake too. It just don't know it. It just thinks it's safe. Yeah, I'd be all Annie Oakley on that snake and wouldn't care. It could be like the state. I don't care. It could be like federally protected. And if I think it's going to get anywhere near where I'm going, I want it gone. Only snake that can kill a rattlesnake. Yup. Yeah, but I can kill a rattlesnake too. Y'all, I kill me on all the stuff we talk about every night. We crafting and we talking about killing snakes. And y'all should see me. I'm not scared of guns, but I surely don't like to shoot. Not like Neely and Buff and Chris do. I'm scared of like kicking back on you and all that kind of good stuff. All right, y'all, we're getting there. Now we're like in the short rows. That's what Chris says. Let them walk. And he was like, what shape is their head? And I'm like, what shape is their head? You think I'm getting close enough to see what shape of their heads they are? I'm thinking, die. Die, you fiend. He is right, but no snake here, not even a grass snake. I know, y'all, and isn't it like Ireland that has no snakes? They're like, that's my tribe right there. I know it's because it's too cold, right? But, whew. I might be the only person in history that moves north when they get older so I can get away from the snakes. Because you got to think, like a place like Alaska, they don't have snakes, do they? Can't. Because no snake could make it through their winters. And it ain't like snakes aren't like birds. They don't migrate back and forth like that, right? I've never shot a gun. I'm just like you. I'm afraid it will kick me on the ground. No, there are some that don't. Like if you ever hear like a little 22 or something, they don't kick you like that. But, then I'm like, and they're like, well, they really won't kill something. I'm like, I'm shooting something, I want it. I obviously want it gone because I'm not, I ain't going out there for fun. But I am scaredy cat. Like, oh, it's gonna hurt. Is it gonna kick? Lord, I'm probably gonna get thrown off Facebook. Can you even say gun on Facebook? You're hilarious, Sin. I don't think I could get close enough to a snake to kill it. Yeah, Katie, I'm thinking, he's like, what shape is his head? I'm like, dead, chopped off with the hatchet. And I'm talking about like one of them hatchet like things, like, you know, that looks like a what do you call them? A sucker. What, you know what I'm talking about? Those, you know, like they, you know. No, you're not in my head. You don't know. I don't know what it's called, but it's like one of those, like, has like a little blade thing on it. It's like an old tool. Yeah, that's about how close, and I threw that. No snake in Alaska. That's what I would think. Can't be any snakes in Alaska. Because they can't, you know, they would have to migrate. And, I mean, they could go a long way, but I don't think them going that long. And y'all live next to this pond. You think, like, what you moving out there by that pond for? But that's why I have cats. That's why I have 4 of them. And I know this now. Girls, you know, and it's true, like, you know, lioness in the wilderness, the females hunt. So my females, they don't play now. If there's a mole in my yard, they killing it. I've never seen a mouse or a rat here, so they must do that job for that. Probably some black snake in my yard. But they're the hunters. So, like, you know, from here on out, that's what I'll probably be getting, and where my cats go, because that's why I have them. I love cats, but mainly have them because I'm scared of snakes. But I'll be getting females from here on out. If I seen a snake, I would run like my life depended on it. Me too. Sickle. Yeah, but it's not like a sickle. I know what you're talking about, but it looks like, I would think that a farmer would use this to cut roots. Like, because it's kind of like it's not a sling blade. Some call it a Kaiser blade. No, it's not that. But it looks weird. I'll have to look up what it is. Chris, we are making a gnome, but we are making him look like a bee. So I think I started off saying, we're making a bee tonight. Or I said gnome, and I said it too fast, and nobody heard me. Because everybody was thinking I was just making a bee. And I think y'all must have looked at this shape and thought, how you getting a bee out of that shape? An axe, yeah, but it's not. Linda Mary, I know what a axe, and Beatrice, I know what a machete looks like. I'm gonna have to look up what this thing is called. I bet you Chris, I'll walk in and explain it to him, and he'll know exactly what it is. But I don't see them anywhere anymore. But it's it's kind of like in between a sickle and a axe, kind of like, I think people used to, you cut roots with it, I believe. But you don't see it anymore because I think it's real dangerous. You know, there's some tools they don't make anymore. All right, y'all. I say we get into the short rows, but darn, I didn't know it was going to be this long. Look, it's like blistering up. Ow, I hadn't got one of those in a while. It's right on the tip of my finger, so everything I touch this weekend is going to just be awful. All right. Let's see. Okay. So I've gotten everything the way I like it. And so all I've really got left is this little thing. So I think I'm going to do those shorter. But I may just put it on here and like this if there's any I want to trim up. I'm really liking the way it looks now. But I feel like I really wanted to keep this little curve like it's the curve of his hat. So, I'm thinking I'm going to try to, maybe at the end, I'll probably want to cut this around the little ends. Some call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade. I don't know. I don't know. Corn knife? Y'all, I don't know. And there sits your finger protector. I know, I didn't have it out. And then now, you know, these get a little warm. It just doesn't burn you. But this is bothering me so bad when I put this on. It hurts. All right. So I need some more of this cloth. And I don't think I'm going to need very much more. I really like this. I hope this is not all I have left. I thought I had like 3 yards of this. But we have used this on a lot of projects. So I may just finally be getting down to the little nitty gritty on it. I told Chris last night, I said, you're not the only husband that quotes movies, and they seem to like the same movies y'all have. I think all our husbands would get along too. Hey everyone, I'm late, but glad I got to check in while it's live. Hey Debbie. Hello everyone, missed y'all last night. You missed a really cute craft, but listen, y'all, I know y'all get busy. And 5 nights a week is a lot. And this is just my 4th. Because remember, I wasn't on Sunday or Monday. All right, getting in. I keep saying we're getting into the short rows, but we're getting there. And I think this is going to be really simple. I'll just paint his nose, and we'll put his little wings on the back. And he'll be all set. All right, now, I don't have anything to hold these up, so yeah, we are going to have to cut these shorter because, you know, what's keeping these up in here are each other. And so, see, like up out here, it's just trying to fall apart. So, let me cut them shorter. And let me tie a couple of these, because I think if I tie a knot, I can make them stay a little bit more together. Yeah. All right, so if you do one that doesn't want to stay together, do something like this where you can tie it, and see how I put this one on the edge and it's keeping those bunched up. So I'll have to put the black kind of on the outside edge, which is fine. Yeah, my nose feels like it's running. Gosh, last time all right. So let's put this one more in the center. See, I don't think I can, and I don't want to waste it and cut a long piece just so I can knot it up, but let's try. I think I've cut them a little too wide to knot it up, but I don't know, that's kind of ugly looking, trying to tie that one up. But we might have to do what we gotta do. That tool could be a DZ, you gonna buy new scissors by Sunday night? Oh my gosh, you think so? Chris, we have got to sharpen all my scissors. You know, every one of them up here are like dull for some reason, and I saw my yellow ones outside. Scissors, those are my good ones. Because nobody's cutting, and then I just had somebody say, you gonna buy a new pair of scissors for Sunday night?
I'm gonna get the drum.
I know, that's what I told him. I said, we keep being like real lazy about it. Now, Judy, I'm gonna have to get it out and sharpen them all. And y'all, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pair of scissors up here. That's not including my big pair of scissors. That, you know, that are my, and none of them are sharp. Hold on. Is there a nursing home near you? No. Neely and Buffy especially, you know, I tell them all the time, you know, I don't ever tell them no. You know, when they need something, I always get it for them. So I told them one time the reason why we don't tell them no is so one day they won't put us in a nursing home. So every time, like just the other day when Neely's home, Buffy, what were you talking about? And she looked at me and she goes, yeah, and that's why you're going to a nursing home. This weekend when Neely was here, what did I say? And you said, and that's why you're going to a nursing home. I can't remember what we were talking about.
I don't remember.
And so I have to look at Neely. I'm like, you don't put us in a nursing home, are you? But yes, we have a nursing home in town because you are struggling. All right, see, I'm keeping it a little short because I really want that to show. I can get all my little glue spider webs off of it. You know. I have 2. I got 10 pain, won't cut, hot butter. Hold on. Is there a nursing home? Yes. Yes, we take all the flowers, like, you know, in the church. If somebody's had, like, you know, a wedding or a funeral or something, we always take them, especially like after Easter or Christmas poinsettias. We always take them down there. They love stuff like that. All right, y'all. Seems like we've been doing this forever. What time is it? Oh man, hold on, we gotta hurry. And I was like right on time tonight too. Cause I'm struggling. Y'all so funny. Okay. Ooh. I see ya. Now, I think we only have like 2, maybe 3 left. Well, I done been called out about my scissors. Y'all better leave my scissors alone. All right, let's see. He is looking good. You will have to name him Buzz. Yep. He is gonna be a cutie. We hadn't made a gnome in a while, y'all. And before I started doing all this crafting, I don't think I had ever made a gnome because I guess that's just like a crafting thing.
No.
All right, I think I'm gonna do this. This is my last little piece, and I'm hoping because you're struggling. I'm struggling with these scissors. I think these came from the dollar store. I'm like, I'll just grab a pair of scissors here in case I ever need some extra ones, and they save on my behind tonight. Okay. Going down a little curve of his body. I want it, not body, but the little curve of his hat. I want to keep it that little curve. So now I'm going to have to do some trimming. Okay. So what I was just doing is I want to kind of keep that curve going down. I got one cattywampus right here. But the rest of them are kind of going down. But I want it to kind of keep that close to the shape, at least on the ends. I don't mind the front. See that? I see that, but my pitiful scissors are not wanting to cut. I had another light, it's like a really dark gray kind of material that I think would work good too. Believe it or not, bringing that little bit of white in there, I think is the reason why I like it. All right, so. And these are the scissors that were cutting for me, y'all. And now they're not cutting anymore. Where are we gonna go from here? All right, hold on. Maybe it was these that were cutting. No. I'm struggling, y'all. Look, I'm sorry. Oh, man, y'all. I have so many scissors, and my husband said, are you sure you need more? Oh, man, I done got the giggles. Kind of like when you get the yonies. All right, let's see. Because that material just fine. It's that one that it doesn't want to really cut good. All right. Let me kind of cut those pieces shorter. I want it to keep that little shape. Ah, okay. All right, so let's see what we. Now the wing should really make it pop. I am laughing so hard. Me too, and I don't know why, because I'm struggling with my scissors. I'm not tearing it. Okay. Y'all. All right, let me do one more. Is that his computer? It must have some kind of built-in fan on it. Oh, listen. Isabel, now this is the post office. Can't show y'all her address, but I get this back today. It says, I mailed it on April the 12th. They returned it to me on the 22nd. It must have been, that's how long it took to get to it. And then it took this long to get back to me. Got it in the mail today. Returned to sender, unable to forward. So Isabel Oden, the Baltimore address that you gave me, I guess, hold on, there's something written on it right here. And then it says postage due. So one is telling me that they're unable to forward it because your address is wrong. This is saying evidently I didn't put enough postage on it. So if that is the right one, I will send it to you. I don't know what you got in here, but it's super light. But I think it's just like I think it's maybe the little chicken things. I can't remember. So if you didn't get yours, y'all, I mean, I mailed off probably like 40 packages, and I want to say, did people get theirs? Well, they aren't cheap. You're going to start a GoFundMe so for you some scissors. You know, All right, hold on. You think so, wouldn't you? Oh. If I would just quit doing other things, you know, you have those scissors and you threaten your children, do not cut anything else with that. Those are my fabric scissors. And then you cut stuff with them. It's my fault. But they're all, now this one's a crappy pair, but these two are a good pair, and I think this was just like a $5 pair. But no, look, hold on. We got some cheetah ones, some fashionable ones. These were really good scissors. So those are 6. I know I got some more in here, probably. And then I have my pink and shears and my good ones. And I have 1 pair outside. That's just pitiful. And I think they were all sharp when I started crafting. But I'm down to the ones that I got from the dollar store, and they're really not working all that great. But Chris Mann is going to sharpen them up for me. That's what he said. Y'all heard him. You need a butter knife. I think it would cut better than those scissors. Listen, I even have like this up here that probably would cut better than they would. Your girls need ideas for Mother's Day. I need a new pair of scissors. A new pair of scissors. Oh. And they're probably like, what'd you do to your scissors? You tell us we can't use your scissors. Okay. So. Alright, so here's our little Gnome friend. And while we're getting his wings ready, we got to shake his beard out. Got all kind of like little terry stuff up here, and my paper was new. Oh, my finger, I cannot believe I did. I have not had a burn in a while. Look at it now. I must have caught it just right. All right. So, we're going to paint his nose, and that can be drying. Wow, and this is the hardest one to cut, and it's right on top of the nose, this little material. Okay. Let's get us some yellow. And that can dry while we're getting his wings. Y'all, he's going to be such a cutie. And I'm just going to use this maize. You know, it's pretty yellow. Plus, I haven't shook it up, so the yellow pigment is right on top. And this is one of the larger of those felt, you know, ball, that garland that I had. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Has your nephew got any of his postcards yet? I don't know. You know, I need to text Melissa. Because she says on the little thing that the teacher told them at the end of their lesson, they will be able to take all the postcards that were sent to them. They'll be able to take home. And then I started getting scared. What if they got like that one kid in their class that's not getting any postcards? And then they start thinking, well, we don't need to tell them whose name it's sent to so somebody won't feel bad. That happens. So I don't know if that's happening or not. Because, you know, I know other people have sent him some unless he's not coming home and telling his mom. So, Jane, Sin needs help tonight. We are making a gnome, but we're wanting him to look like a bee. And I'm having some major malfunctions tonight. Bless your heart. Hold on. Come on over here, girl. You need to sit. Hold on. Sit here and be my friend. Yeah, there we go. You got to look over me. Look over my scissors. Okay. All right. Now he is looking cute. I like him. All right, so now we're going to put his wings on. And let's see. I've got pipe cleaners, and I've even got the black ones that have like little shiny stuff on them. I wish I had some of those big little fuzzy ones, but I don't. Do you have something special to sharpen your scissors with? Chris has a Dremel saw, like a Dremel. Hold on, let me get you up there, girl. That it files and cuts and has all these special little tools on it, and it's meant to sharpen blades too, because he sharpened the lawnmower. She got to look down on us, y'all. There she is. Hold on. Let me see her eyes. Where is she? There she is. Say hey to everybody, girl. Okay. All right. So I want him to be kind of sturdy. So I'm thinking that I need to make his little wings a little bit thicker. So I'm going to take 2 of these. Because the little sparkly black ones, seems like they're not as thick as like a regular pipe cleaner. But I do like the little just sparkly so they'll pop. And I'm wondering if... Now I'm playing, y'all. Because I'm making them thicker and I need to make them longer. Okay. I've got 4 here. And that's going to make a pretty long one, I think. Let's wrap them up where all the ends aren't meeting in the same place, so maybe they'll look even. Oops, those are the ones I cut. Oh man, those are all the ones I cut short. Remember when we were doing our ladybug? But I need to go take her outside. Oh, cutest, bless your heart ever. I know, ain't she cute? She's fashionable. She's not matching my shirt too well, which is really Chris's shirt that I don't know what I have gotten on it. And that definitely was not on it earlier, so I did something to it. Looks like some kind of grease. I'd go stick some Dawn on it. All right, oops, there's a long one. Okay. Plain yarn, pom-pommed. What are you talking about? Hold on. What did you use for that? I used a just regular black yarn, and I actually think that's the black yarn that you know, you can get some at the Dollar Tree. But you know, you can get at Walmart, in any crap. I think you can even get yarn at the Dollar General now, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just plain black, and I made 3 pom-poms the length of 3 fingers, and then I made, that did the first row, and then the second and third row only have 2 on each row, and I made them the width of all 4 of my fingers spread, so they're longer. Okay, so, you know, the trick to making wings is to make the top one bigger than the bottom one. So, I'm going to try to make them match. So, I'm going to make them, you know, I'm going to make them right here before I put them on him. So, I'll make sure I make the same size. So, one's like all not cattywampus, and then the other side looks all good. We can't have that happening now. I done had too many mess ups tonight for that to happen. Okay. So I'm thinking those are close to the same size. Putting them down each other so it's just 2 big loops. So when you think the bigger ones, they're going to be 2 that size. Then we're going to make 2 smaller ones. And we're probably going to need a lot of these because these are the ones I cut off. Well, looks like, please have 2 more. Please have 1 more. Come on. Gotta have. Yes, yes. See, bless your heart. It's coming through. She helping us tonight. I'm just doing these a little bit around each other because, you know, like when you think about a good pipe cleaner, you see how thick that is? And this old, like, little, these come from the Dollar Tree, you know, they're a little on the scrawny side. You are too funny. Came in late, was watching the NFL draft. Oh, Lord. I bet you Chris, well, he doesn't watch pro football. He watches college. She is excited about to get to drink a Sprite Zero tomorrow. Y'all. And Buff was like, you don't want like something else? Like, you don't want like, you know, that's what she was like. There's one piece of that cheesecake left from my birthday. So I looked at it and I thought about it for a minute. And if it wouldn't have been dairy, I might have thought about it. And then I looked at it and then I was like, I threw it right in the trash can. I said, you didn't want that, did you? She goes, nah. We were all full of it. And I was like, good, because it's going in the darn trash can before I'm even tempted. Because, you know, y'all know what dairy would do to me right now. I hadn't had it in 32 days. It would not be good. Okay, so here's our bottom one. And I'm not so much worried about how I'm putting them together on the back, even though I think I'm just going to put them on a piece of ribbon on each side, kind of like we do our hanging parts. Because you're not going to see them, and I'm actually going to attach them to the back. I think if it was something that you could see, like if you ever did something and you could see them, you know, put them all together with like one piece of ribbon, maybe sandwich them in, and that way it's a, you know, it's kind of like a clean, you know, it's put together really neat. So if you have to see it, you know, you'll be like, it won't look, it'll be homemade, but it won't look homemade. And you can always, you know, they always have, especially in their summer stuff, they have them right now in the Dollar Tree. They sell like little ladybug wings right now. And I think you can get bee wings, you know, like in the little kids' costume stuff. So if you don't want to make your own, just for $1, buy them. All right, so they're more tear-shaped, this one is. Okay. So, okay, so we just have our, you saw I just twisted them up, kind of giving them that thing, and I almost want to put a material on it, but I don't want them to flop over. All right, let's see. Let's see if I have what that would look like. Let me just take a look at it and see, and we'll see if it's something we like. I almost just like it like this. I wish there was some way you could put little dots in it. The dots go where I say they go. No, I think I'm just gonna like just the wings. I don't need to get all too nitpicky about it. So, okay, that's what I think. And it would be easier for me to put them together, but then I think you wouldn't see them. So I think I'm going to have to put mine separate on the back, just so you can see them. You know that this rag kind of has him got it going on. So yeah, it would just be a little covered up. So I'm going to, let me dry his nose. I don't want to melt it because it's that felt. But I don't want to get it all over his beard either. Are you eating differently now? Oh, Jane, I'm doing Whole30. I have for the whole month. And Whole30 just, it's no dairy, no grain. And y'all, I looked up. I don't think last night I ate refried beans. I think beans is considered to be in the grain family. I started thinking back. I haven't had any green beans. Haven't had any black-eyed peas, no kind of peas or anything like that. I got to look that up, do some more research on that. But no grain, no dairy, no alcohol, no sugar or fake sugar, which was my struggle. The no dairy, I guess, I don't eat dairy. All right. Hold on, let me see where I want them first. Right kind of at the top of that tag. Okay. So, I'm going to use my tag as my little thing. Look, it's going to look like it was store-bought, y'all. Look, I'm going to be like, see that tag on the back of it? Bless your heart. I knew I made you for a reason. You my girlfriend. All right. let's put this on the back of it because it kind of looks like a little bit of honeycomb. All right, if I can find a pair of scissors that are good. Hey, and I did bring this out in case, and that wouldn't have been too bad. But I told you, remember when we had the burlap with the little piece of cotton? I had this black, and it actually came in the Christmas stuff, but to me, it just screams like Halloween or something. I don't know. You can do cotton with, but I just didn't think the cotton was all right with the black, but I did get it because I liked it. Sent the postcard to your nephew from New Brunswick, Canada. Sorry, I was late getting out. Don't worry, I think it's like the whole study, you know, the whole time. And they have to give them time. You know, if they ask people to send them from all over, especially if they don't know about what's going on in the mail now. And y'all, this is not really probably what's going to hold mine still, but I'm going to use this to kind of keep it in place. So then I can put my ribbon on it to kind of tidy up all four corners. Because it really is not one to stay. It's probably my glue is just so hot. It takes a minute for it to. But I do remember the days. Remember when you put hot glue on there and you got to rush for it like it gets hard? You don't have to do that with this Ryobi. That is probably the best thing about having it so high, the temp. Hold on, let me twist that a little bit. Give me some more to stick it through. I almost wish I had some old black pantyhose to put in his wings. You see me going there. I don't even, can you buy pantyhose? Do people wear pantyhose? I know people wear tights, but do people still wear pantyhose? You'd think I'd know that being a church secretary, but no, I don't wear pantyhose. Girl, I was hot-natured when I was this big around. Does this eating plan have a name? Yes, Whole 30. I'm sorry. I didn't see that question. Yeah, Jane, you have to look it up. It's kind of like a cleansing thing, I think. Because you're not supposed to get on the scales when you do it, because you're supposed to be surprised at the end of 30 on not only eating better, how, well it does, but I'm addicted to getting on the scales, y'all. So, when my niece said, you're not supposed to get on the scales, I was like, girl, that it's not happening. I mean, I want to be for real. I just got to keep it real. You picking up what I'm putting down? All right. So I'm going to put this across the top after I get glue everywhere. Let that get a good little bond at the top, and then I'm just going to go down. And see, that was supposed to make it all neat, and that's all a hot mess up there. Girl, I gotta sprinkle a little Tinkerbell's fairy dust on here. Give me some luck, girl. What are you making? Rhonda, I'm making a gnome. Hold on, let me glue this down and I'll show it to you. But it's like a gnome who's got like a bee Halloween costume on. What are you taking a picture of me? Oh, with my bless your baby. I had to put her on here because my bee was going astray here. My scissors was messing all up. I got 6 pair of scissors over here, and I'm always having to saw my cloth apart. Because you know that the one thing they don't cut when they're dull is fabric. And I picked tonight let's do everything fabric. Y'all should have stopped me when I started. Looks like Bless Your Heart is waving to us. She is. She's like, I can't do nothing with her. She like my friend, look, she done left the room on me. There you go. Yeah, I wish I was like a ventriloquist. I could say, yeah, girl, I get you. I put my hands on it. She turned her back on us. I know, she left the room on us. Okay. Well, let's see. Watch me hold this up. One of the wings just like fall off. If it does, bless your heart. Get you, girl. I had to put you on the sidelines. She's whispering, have faith. All right. But I want that to stay up, so hold on. She picking up what I'm putting down. I hear you, girl. She's just talking to me, y'all. She talks more than I do. I think she's giving us... Baby, Miss Jane said, look at bless your heart. Look, because this part right here, she said, looks like he's waving there. And Sharon said, looks like she's giving us the finger. Because this part right here is splitting. She looking at those scissors like, girl, you need to let me, oh no. Yeah, you need to let me get over there. I can't tell when it's mirrored. Chris, I think she has put something in her, hold on, thing in her spirit. You talking about like alcohol? I can't have any alcohol. I don't really drink that much. I can't believe you just started laughing. When's the last time I drank? Anything.
You drank since I have.
That's a story. He's laughing on like I drink. Nah. Girls may want us to stay sober. All right, I got the two at the top exactly where I want them. Let me make sure these stay kind of facing down. I don't want them to get all cattywampus on them. And then we're gonna have a voila. Uh-oh, just got on and bless your heart is how you. It's Friday, and yeah, we needed all the bless your heart juju we could get. Can you imagine if somebody just clicked on live for the first time and I have this, and they have no idea what's in my hair, and they're probably thinking, yeah, that girl probably thinks that looks good, and that is just a train wreck. Bless your heart, I won't let anybody call you a train wreck. I know, girl. I know. We friends. We friends. I got to make you where you can see everybody. Hold on. Yeah, you messing up my hair. Look at you. Hold on. All this hair. Y'all, I don't keep hair because I'm trying to hold on to something. I keep long hair because I got to keep it up in a ponytail. Lord, you short people with all that hair on your neck. Hold on, look at her. She's like, hold on. Oh, hold on that way. Can you see everybody in the audience? Yes, girl. Help them. Bless their hearts. You know them northerners, they don't know nothing about bless your heart. Bless her heart. And it sounds like you want to say something sweet, but you're not. You're really thinking, you know, it's just a disguise. Like on Steel Magnolias, how they told each other. That's how Southern women told each other. Y'all, this is it there, Chris. No, I know better. I know. See, Jane, he's trying to act like I drink alcohol. I don't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, y'all. I just can't. I'll drink a few drinks, and because I never drink, you know, I'm like 2 days later, my hand's still doing that after a couple of drinks. So, yeah, I don't need any alcohol. I do like a Bloody Mary every now and again. Especially with the stick shooting out the back of your head. Yeah, now it's shooting right here like a part of my hair, though. Let's like cover her up. You know, if somebody just got on, they, you know how like people, you pop into live videos and you're like, I'll come back later on or something. You know that somebody probably just got on and said, oh my God, if that's one of her crafts, I need to get further. And y'all, I've just ended up putting all these down because I want them to stay in a specific place. And I feel like I've made them a little big where they're not unstable, but I think they would have they could get away from me if I let them. But the good thing about them, they're pipe cleaners, so you can manipulate them to stick out any way you want to. Love that movie. Steel Magnolia, yeah, that's a good movie. She said, what does she say when she says, I'd rather have something run over my lips than talk about anybody? And then she commences, but, she's talking about that woman's dress. All right. That's the best part. And they talk about Weezer. My dog's hair was falling out. They sitting at the beauty plate. Yeah, you can't go to the beauty house, as Mimi calls it now and again, the hair house. You can't go to hair house without learning some gossip. If you're not learning any gossip at your hair stylist, you need to pick a new one. They got all the dirt. But I need to find out what's going on in one Waynesboro. I go get my hair cut. Or get your hair did, and you learn all the good stuff. It's true. And men, them little men down there at the coffee at the A&W Oil, there used to be some down at the other end of town, they gossip more than women do. He told me, I learned that at coffee this morning. Okay. Ooh, and he done got like a little haircut now that we talking about hair. He is so cute. And the good thing is, you really, if you want to hang him, you can just hang him by that. But I do think, since I had this black and white, if I did want to hang him up, y'all, how cute is that? See his little nose is yellow? Can y'all tell what he is? Like if I set him up, could you tell he's supposed to be a gnome that's a bee? I hope so, because I think he's adorable. I think he's too cute. But what I went and I got these out. Because I think, you know, something like this, well, that is probably where I took the black beads out. But just put a little hanger, you know, right here on the top here. Or you could just hang it from that hook. Be cute on a little doorknob. I would probably put it on a door that you really don't open and close that much. Because, you know, yeah, you kind of mess him up if he went through a door. But his nose can be hit, you know, it's at least not wooden, so nothing's gonna fall off of him but his wings. But I think that's really cute. And if you had like say if you like this and you have like a big poster board, just cut this out of your poster board. You do the same thing to a larger one if you wanted a wreath. But I'm glad y'all like it because I think he's super cute. It took us forever to get there, what, 2 hours? But I did grab this. But I thought I did too. See, this one's a little bit bigger. I got one from Walmart, one from the Dollar Tree. And you know how like the Dollar Tree is a little bit, or is this the Dollar Tree? I can't remember. You know, this one just looks a little bit more realistic, but this one was smaller. So let's see. I'm gonna have that right there. Hold on, or a smaller one, or do we like both of them? I think I like the bigger one, and that's weird for me because put a little. Ooh, excuse me. That one, like a little bit bigger, or a little bit right there. And I think it would help. I don't know which one I like better, y'all. Let me look at it my way. I think like if you did a small, like get one of your Easter eggs and do a small little hive would be really cute. I don't know. Which one y'all saying? He is cute. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you. Cute Bee Gnome, the small one. Okay. All right, let me tuck him in. I like this one a little bit better, but I think I like the size on this one. Let me put this one back on here. But a little tiny hive would be really cute on there. I wish I still had my Easter eggs out. Fee, what are you down here doing? Of course, playing with yarn. A little, like we made the Easter eggs. Like, take one of your little Easter eggs and you could make a little tiny hive. You probably could make one. Let's see if you could make one. Got this little tiny piece. Let's see if we can make one without. I have a decent pair of scissors. No, it's not plaything. All right, we could just make one without it. Bigger one, bless you. I thought the flowers were to be his eyes. No, I'm just, you remember a gnome, you can't see his eyes. Because, you know, they live underground. Aren't they miners or some mess like that? You know, I'm not the brightest cookie in the world, so I could be, like, totally wrong. They live underground, right? That's why they have to be in the dark. Okay, I'm just taking my little bitty jute. And remember, you have to get smaller. This is, look, the cat's down here getting it. And the bigger is kind of easier to do this. The smaller, you probably could do this, but you'd need like a little form to put it on to at least start it. Oh. No, you're not playing with it. And if you scratch my leg, I'm going to get your behind. Bless, hold on, Bee and his beard would be cute too. Yeah, I don't have any little, I need to, if I don't take my behind to Hobby Lobby, I need to, somebody needs to take my craft card. Instead of my man card, my craft card. What self-respecting true crafter has not been to the craft store, but it's probably because I'm trying to get my yard all together and I either need to be a gardener right now or a crafter. And I need her to get this gardener out of the way because, you know, when it gets real hot, they don't do any gardening. And it's already in the high 80s. And this is me. I have everything just about planted, but I have to get it underwater. Because, you know, y'all, I'm not going out there in water every day. Because in the South, you can't have any plants that don't have any water. I'm going to try to see if I can, since this is so big, I can maybe somehow stick this in the inside. My ends. I hate that when it gets to the top and it's, you can see like the ends of it. Get you a pair of scissors. Don't know, but I thought those were little thieves that came out at night looking for a little shiny thing. I don't know. Me neither. The ones that don't know about Bless Your Heart think she is new a hair accessory. She is. Look at her trying to turn her back on me, girl. You better look at my craft. Maybe you're having problems right now. I need your assistance. Okay. All right, I think that's good. And then y'all, I'm just on here like y'all don't have stuff to do all night on a Friday night. I might have gotten that a little too tight at the top. Worried about that, but We'll find like the roundest place on here. Russian. I'm rushing. I figured y'all would stay with me, listen long. I need to quit rushing. Get a new pair of scissors. They think she is crazy. That's exactly what they think. That's why I try to start at the top always. Ugh. Okay. Ooh, we can do like a little, remember how we did that little honey dripping down the, okay. I need to quit adding stuff to my craft and get done so you folks can get back to whatever y'all be doing tonight. I think we finally opened this the other night, didn't we? That's a little dry. Ooh. No. Quit. That'd be smart to start at the top. Y'all so smart. He's so smart, Jenny. All right. Here we go. Our little hive. And we're going to put it, I think I want to put it right up here by his flower. But yes, bees flying around. And then, you know, y'all, you can put little bees like on a pipe cleaner. Okay. I'm going to put it right here. I don't want you to see the bottom, so I'm putting it really close to the flower so that'll hide like that hole. And then kind of nestle it back in these. You know, that's the good thing about this being thick. You won't see the bottom of the little hive. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like. See his little hives on there? And his little... Ow, ow. Hobby Lobby, it had small bee buttons Monday. Sin's heifers are in it till the end. Oh my God, Sin's heifers in it till the end. Yeah, we are. Oh my God, y'all are probably the sweetest people ever. Okay, there we are. He got his little honey, his little honey hive, honey pot on there, and his little flower that y'all said was, y'all thought I was gonna put some eyes on here. All right, y'all, I'm glad we had a good time. And Fee, you are so weird. I got a piece of cloth on the floor that I was thinking about using, and he's laying on it. Knowing if I would have folded that up and put it out here, he wouldn't have touched it. But I love him, y'all. I think he's super cute. And see, it's always my judge that I always like, oh, there's no doubt you know what that is. But what I always do is walk in there and I go, Chris, do you like this? And he'll be like, yeah. I'm like, what is it? And sometimes he'll go, so he don't know. Bless your heart, girl. You pulled us through. You can rest now. And that does kind of look like she's shooting y'all a bird. Giving y'all the finger. Oh. I had a good time, y'all. He is above average. Home run, knock it out the park. Yes, thank y'all so much. I think he's super cute too. And he's different. You know, I know I needed to quit doing the beach with y'all not being at the beach, which me neither. But he is winking. That's right. He's winking at y'all. Cute. Yes, I think he's super cute. And I think it's got that, you know, it needed that white in there. I don't think the polka dot would have been terrible. You know, but see how I think this is really close to this. It would have been a lot of black. So I think having that little pop of white in there too helps it. If I could just get rid of all these, looks like spider webs on it from the glue. So, all right, listen, I'm going to take a night off tomorrow on Saturday. And I still owe y'all one. And I will be here Sunday night. And if I do anything cool out in the garden or something, make a big basket or something, I may come on there live and we all chit chat, see what we doing this weekend. Getting all up in each other's business. He is one of them killer bees. That's right. He handsome with his flower. All winking at you, knowing he gonna sting you. His name's Buzz, remember? All right, here. You won't play with that? All right, so I'm gonna put him on my table, and I got that little, what do you call that thing? A the little cage that goes over. It's like a crooks or whatever it's called. I can put him up against that because it's pretty tall. It's got my little house under it. Love your Bee Gnome. Love your beach crafts. I do too. I love all that stuff on my mantle in my bedroom. And, you know, so you walk in it, and I told Krista, we'll just pretend this is our beach house. And every night we're going to go to sleep on our beach house. I love hearing you. Deborah, you're my kind of friend, girl. I wish I could hear y'all. Don't y'all wish like all 76 right now, if y'all would just be laughing with me? We wouldn't get anything. Cloach. All right. So let me get off here, go see what my husband's doing, and tomorrow we'll sharpen these scissors, and if it won't cut anything, then I will go to the store and get me some scissors. But, okay. All right, thank y'all so much, and y'all have a good Saturday tomorrow, and I may take a picture when I crack that Sprite Zero open and take a picture for you, and I will see y'all Sunday.